The stand does have that kind of adapter on it. I'm not so much a fan of these Kotobukiya stands because these things don't tend to be very strong. You can see this one is actually kind of bent already, even though there's not all that much weight from Jean because she doesn't have all that much. Her biggest accessory is, of course, her bow. And I will, for now, that's actually on there pretty well, so I won't remove that. But to move on to the review, so her pigtails are on, they're kind of, how to describe that? There's a peg with a ball joint in the middle. So it can move all the way around. Can, of course, go all the way around, as can her hair clip is moving with that. It's not, but it's also separate enough that you can move them out. And you can basically put those in any direction that you want to, so that you can put her into a lot of action poses. But I want to right now have her hair out of the way. So I will try it like that and see whether or not that collides. So without disconnecting her head, she can look up that far, which is pretty good. Down that far, and there is no robot chicken here. Oops. I wonder if it's a good idea to leave that off, or if I should reconstruct it now while I still have some idea of how it do. Actually, surprising that came together so well again. And tilting. Oops. Of course, more stuff has to fall apart. Let's see. Is that on the side of her head or what? That's the problem now. I cannot tell. It seems to have been on the inside, which would mean that I need to pick this back off. No, not like that. Oops. Fell apart even more. At least the pigtail is fairly easy to reconstruct. But without the manual, I'm not even sure where this was. Look under, see where maybe it could have plugged in. Whoops. And of course something else fell apart too. No, that can't be it. It kind of looks like it slots in though, but it can't. Oh, it's under there. No, it can't go this way. It has to go in this way. Why? You don't have the time for this. That looks there. This is supposed to go from up here. I'm sure that piece goes there. I'll try one more time and then I'll move on if it doesn't work. And it immediately fell out. Oh. Come on. I'll mess with that later. We were doing reviews. Of course the arm came off like that when I was doing that. And I can continue on this side. So she does have this little armor part on sort of a scarf, which will come off fairly easily, but you can easily put it back on again. With that on, the arm can only come up this far. I feel the waist going. But if I take it off to simulate the other side, it can go up this far. Whereas we've got forward and back, a rotation over here by the white part. This goes up and down, pretty floppy. The wrist just goes around. It's not, doesn't have very much flexion or extension at all, if it has any. And of course her cape can go up that much and down this much. And a little smudge here. There we go. For her waist, or as much as waist can go, it's just below the bust. Forward that much. And backward that much. Tilting side to side is pretty good. Seems even to kind of get stuck there. She has no waist to speak of here because of the dress, the skirt. But you can kind of, that is pretty hard, but you can get the leg forward this far, sideways this much, and back like this, although it does kind of start to spread her thigh open. Cut for a rotation here. This can go up and down like that. Bend at the knee, which exposes that. That looks pretty nice in my opinion. Green is my favorite color. And the ankle, pretty much just stick there. Oh, the ankle guard is what fell off there. Okay. Forward that far, backward that far. Tilt is non-existent. So that's all of the articulation there. If we come to the bow, which is her only, well, it's her biggest accessory, it's not her only one. You'll find that the effect parts can come off, and the bow can bend like this and become wings on her back. I like having these things on though, so I generally keep them on. She's also got some extra parts here. She's got a kind of smiling face looking off to the right. And an open, happy face, which it's hard to see that one through the bag. So I will take it out of the bag. And you can see her cute fang there. And kind of happy face. And you've also got a bunch of hands here. You've got open hands, widespread. You've got fists. They're all in the same color as the sleeves, which makes a lot of sense. You've got a pointing finger. Pointy. Move my finger. You've got kind of slack hands. And this stick I'm not really sure about. I think it's alternate to the stand, but it's super short. So I'm not sure what it's really for and why they included it. Another holding hand. I guess that's if you decide to give her other things, she can use it. Got another joint here. So, considering how small a joint that is, it might be for the neck, so that you can use other model heads. And this thing is a cuff. It looks like what's on the wrists here. It's the same as that. And another black joint and another little star there. It kind of happens whenever you have duplicated runners. You can often end up with I know that's the leg armor. I'm going to do that anyway. Gonna put the pigtails in as well, because Bunny doesn't have pigtails.